Are you thirsty for another siege battle? Well, guess what? Daddy Apollo's about to quench your thirst. We're back with more Rome 2 Total War. This is a siege battle, and please forgive me for that intro. So we're going to be doing a 4v4, alright? So this is using the 7Ds mod. Basically, it's a mod that adds a bunch of cool new units to the game, makes it a little different, makes it a little bit more interesting. You'll see factions that you usually don't see because they have more fleshed out rosters. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the factions today. Now, we're going to keep this paused because we actually have a bit of a ambush sally out by Lusitani. They're going to charge out and try to get these Armenian guard archers by surprise. So that's going to be pretty exciting to watch. But let's go ahead and look at all the factions, and we'll get this one underway. So attacking on this side, it's a 4v4. Attacking on this side, we have Macedon and the Armenians. Over here, we have Galatia and Parthia. So those are your attackers for today. Defending, we have the Iceni, the Seleucids, which are always a tough faction to face. We have Lusitani, of course, and then we have Athens. So those are your factions for today. Are you guys ready to get this one started? Here we go. Let's quench your thirst. All right. So here comes this charge right away. And I think this is actually going pretty well. This is a pretty smart move here by Lusitani because on this map that you've got this big hill that archers can get up and fire down at the defenders. And this was a pretty smart move from, like I said, Lusitani trying to ambush out troops and trying to kill the archers pretty early on so they don't have to deal with it. And here comes Macedon coming in to help as well. Boom. So a pretty solid defense against this ambush. They reacted to it very quickly. They retreated the archers. They moved in cav, and they are cleaning up this guerrilla warriors unit, which will soon be destroyed here at any moment. They still have one more up here, but it's getting focused down by archer fire, skirmishing abilities by this thorough spears unit. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So it's kind of a failed ambush there. Didn't get. I like the aggressive behavior. I like that it was a risk. You always got to take a risk if you want a big reward. They took the risk, but unfortunately, they didn't get that reward. They didn't kill the archers. The archers are still standing strong. In fact, did they kill any of the archer soldiers? No, not a single one of them died, and they cleaned up 3 units. That's 3 units gone for Lusitani, and that's going to make it way easier for the attackers. So it should be interesting to see how they approach this attack. And it's also going to be really interesting to see how Athens and Lusitani, or whoever's over here defending, how they deal with this attack. This is a tough situation. Most of the time, you'll just see players either defend over here or just fall back, which is not a bad idea because, guys, you never build a city next to a hill like this. You're just saying, hey, attackers, come use this hill and conquer us. That's basically what you're saying. Let's go back over to the other side. Let's see what's going on. Just a lot of tortoises are being pushed up. Galatia, Parthia. They're going to bring down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of the wall. They're saving their artillery. It looks like they're trying to keep it alive using this wall of siege towers defending it. That's a common tactic, especially nowadays. Players have gotten really cheeky, really sneaky with the ballista, and they'll focus fire down your artillery if you have it. So they're just trying to protect that. Big push right here. And let's go back over this way and see how this is progressing. I can imagine, yep, sure enough, they are moving up their archers. Look at that. Look at that. They're going to move them up. Beautiful sunny day. It's a beautiful day to kill people, you know what I mean? In the game, virtually, of course. That was stupid. So, yeah, they're pushing up the troops. And the guard archers and the mercenary Cretan archers are going to have a fantastic vantage point to fire down. I guess what I should have said, it's a good day to die. You ever see that that Robin Hood show? Oh man, I forgot the exact name, but it was like Robin Hood BBC. I used to watch that a ton, like back when I think it was in high school or like maybe like right out of high school. I love that that show. Mostly because the girl who plays the girlfriend of Robin Hood. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty good show. You know who's actually in that show is he plays Thorin Oakenshield in The Hobbit. He's like the main villain, or the sidekick of the main villain. Anyways, this is kind of a stupid conversation, so let's get back into this battle. But the reason I brought that up is every time they would, like, before they got into a fight, they'd be like, today's a good day to die. You know, so anyways, cringe. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Lusitania, yeah, sure enough, they're not even going to hold this position. That's a smart move. The only problem is that it kind of opens up this path right here. So you got to watch out for that. Another good tactic to do is to move up some artillery, get them up here, and fire down into the city. But I don't think they brought any artillery. Let's go back over here where the fighting has begun. We've got some Galatian swords getting focused down by these Eastern axemen of the Seleucids, just using that skirmishing capability. Finally, they're gonna fire back. Look, it's just like, this is like a line battle, a Napoleonic line battle, but with jabbies, just standing there slinging at each other. There we go. Now they charge in. Parthia's pushing in as well, taking on some sword band from Iceni, and then we have this unit here of Sogdian infantry. This is obviously a new unit from the Zebedee mod. But Iceni holding quite well. I'm curious if they're gonna send up the siege towers pretty soon. It looks like they're moving up. No, they're dismounting the siege towers. So I think they're pretty content with just holding or going through the breach points here that the tortoise has made. They're gonna go ahead and capture this. They've got some hillmen over here. This I don't know how to pronounce that one, but the hillmen holding back the waves of Eastern axemen and Seleucid legionaries. There we go, another fresh unit charging in to come support, going around this little gap over here. So things are getting really intense on this side. Now on the other side with Lusitani, it was intense right away, but has calmed down quite a lot since the ambush kind of failed and they have that control of that hill, the attackers. But yeah, Parthia is really trying to push through these Parthian swordsmen. They're getting a little bit surrounded by Iceni. They might want to move up extra troops, which I think he's doing right now. He's got a unit of this infantry unit. Awesome. So yeah, they're moving up. And still nothing really crazy going on here. The Armenians are pushing on the beach because they want to try to take this position over here. We do have some cav that's sallied out. They're no longer hidden. So I don't know if he realizes that, but the element of surprise is kind of gone. But he's got these noble riders just waiting in the shade. Nice, beautiful shade. It's a beautiful day. I mean, this city, imagine living in this city. You can't beat this beachfront. You know, you just can't beat it. And it's definitely a city worth fighting for, you know. So, you know, hats off to the defenders. Defending such a beautiful city. Alright, but the archers are falling back. They're doing a mass retreat. Sure enough, they're going to give up the ground here because it's just suicide trying to hold this. And that's what I say, you know, like, I say like 90% of the time you should hold the walls. This is one of the 10%. This is the 10% time when you shouldn't hold the wall because it's just a losing situation for you. And it's not going to be good with all these archers just watching. And Macedon's going to go ahead and move up. I like the teamwork here where these archers are kind of covering them as they move up. They're now breaking away, and they're probably going to focus on their side now. But Macedon has secured this location, and it's going to be easy peasy from here. The Athenians are pushing up some mercenary Cretan archers and some These archers. Okay, so those archers. But yeah, they're going to fire down and try to soften them up. Back over this way, the fighting is still getting pretty spicy. Iceni's starting to waver a little bit. Archer fire coming down. That's what you need to do against Iceni. They're lightly armored troops. They're a hell of a fighter, right? The Iceni fighting man. Hell of a fighter. But they like to go into battles with light armor or no armor. Just use those arrows, and that's going to soften them up. Over this way, we also have Parthia trying to fight. If they can break through these Levy Freemen, that's going to be a fantastic flank to go help the other push. But it's starting to look like So it's starting to look like the attackers are getting a stronghold. You know, they're clawing their way through this. Ooh, nice little side flank jabby throw. This, excuse me, the side of the Galatian legionaries. They're gonna charge the rear of them. This is not good. Gonna turn around and deal with that. There they go. But the archer fire is gonna come in, and that's gonna be fantastic. And then they've got a reserve force pushing up. Look at that. They're pushing up, and they're gonna get a nice flank on these troops. And that's going to be the retreat of the Seleucids. They're gonna push in another unit there, but this flank is open as well. They're sending up more reinforcements. The defenders are they're not quite done defending this outer wall area of this settlement. So they're going to keep pushing up more troops and keep fighting the good fight. But as time goes on, yeah, the attackers have taken control of this wall, especially Parthia. They've pushed Iceni all the way back. And they're going to use this little choke point, this nice hill, to try to win here. If I was Parthia, I'd secure this location, like right here, and then I would push up the archers and get them up on the walls to fire down at this blob. It's not really a blob, but fire down at this Iceni force. Let's go back over here. Nothing really happening. This way, it looks like that cav unit charged in, but I think they got the better of it. I mean, most of them are dead. There's a couple dead infantry, but yeah, mostly dead Lusitanians. Lusitania? Lusitani. All right. Let's go back over here where the fighting is. Oh, is someone T-posing? Oh no, I thought I saw someone T-posing. I think it's that animation when this one drop to the knees and. Sometimes they reach their arms out, you know. It's kind of sad. But yeah, they're fighting through these throw spears. Over this way, they're pushing hard. Both Galatia and Parthia pushing against Iceni at this center street. They got the arrow towers supporting them now that they captured them. And Parthia is not slowing down the pain train. They're still going on. They're not going to slow down and reform. They're just going to keep pushing and keep harassing the Icenis. The Iceni weenies. So a nice front line going on. Parthia is starting to break here. They might want to send up more reinforcements. Galatia is now sending up reinforcements. Good teamwork. Supporting each other on each other's flank. That's always good to see. They got the Galatian legionaries about to push. I think they're going to try to use their Javies here, a Pila, or whatever they have. There they go. So soften them up a little bit, and I think they're going to go in. The archers have now moved up. Doesn't have them on the walls. He just has them firing behind the infantry. That's okay. Like, they're still going to do a good amount of damage. They're just going after the enemy archers. Looks like there's some slingers, some longbows in the back. Oh, okay. They gave this Sebedi mod gives Iceni archers, like bowmen. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That makes Iceni much more deadly, especially on attack. Oh, nice little infantry charge from both sides. That was really cool. Beautiful. Beautiful fight. And over on this side, we have the Seleucids who have fallen back and are trying to reform. We've got a little bit of a push over here where we have Galatia trying to get around the flank. And I think that's why we've got some Seleucid boys ready to defend here. But we'll see how that plays out. Let's go back over here. Let's see what's happening. Is anybody pushing yet? No, they're taking it slow. And that's not a terrible idea. There is a little bit of a fight over here. But they're taking it slow because, hey, what's the rush? Keep Lusitani, keep Athens busy over here. Your allies are doing a good job on the other side, you know? Like, the fight on the other side of the settlement's going well for the attackers. Oh, nice flank there. Look at that. Nice flank by Macedon. And they're going to break through this in no time. Athens is setting up some archers in the rear. He's got the mercenary Cretan archers ready to fire down. Let's see what he can get done here. They're kind of desperate for something. And, ooh, someone's trying to get in range. Macedon's got 1 unit of Cretan archers over here. I think they're trying to fire down. Do something. Can they reach, though? Can they reach from here? Please say yes. Yes. No. Wait, what? I guess they're going to get a little bit closer. They can reach. They're about to fire. Maybe he just didn't like something. I don't know. But yeah, Macedon's not even worried about this side, which I don't blame him. Why attack this front? This looks so heavily defended. Just attack over here where you're going to have archer support. I wouldn't even go this way unless you absolutely have to. Macedon throwing up another unit. This is a pretty intense fight. And it's looking like it's in control of Macedon. We'll see how that plays out. The archers are back up here. And there they go. See what they fire at. Oh, yeah. This is why this settlement is very challenging to defend. And they're firing into the Athenian blob and the Lusitani blob that's trying to hold against Macedon. Let's go back over to the other side. Let's see how that's progressing as this fight goes on. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, and the fireballs of justice have been released, but it's not doing anybody any favors. It's just kind of just rolling into nothing. So, yeah, that's not good. Let's see, it's still going. It's still going. They're running. They're like, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, oh, no! All right, they get a couple kills there. This thing rolls forever. That could have been a lot worse. Got a little bit of a fight. Galatians pushing forward. This defense, though, seems a little wild. Parthia's moving in elephants that are going rogue, but that's okay. They're running amok, but that's fine because they're in enemy positions. Now they're headed back. Oh, that's not good. Turn. They're trying to get the elephants to run amok. They've got 382 kills. Oh, now we have artillery harassing the Iceni. Just excellent job from the attackers. They've conserved their elephants. They're running into Galatian soldiers. That's okay. They might have to kill him here. I hate to say that. They got 430 something kills. Oh, no, they're going back up. He's not going to kill the elephants. 450. Jeez, the elephants are doing work right now. There are a couple Iceni troops getting trampled. Oh, I hope they can recover soon. They're running amok. They're getting far away. I think they should recover here pretty quick. All right, now they're going back up. Come on. Back over this way. Galatia is still pushing the center, doing an excellent job with his infantry. Really slicing through the defending army. Precision shot! Let's go back here, and there we go. We look at this. We got a little bit of a push from Lusitani, who's trying to get behind Macedon. Macedon's going to charge in some of these medium infantry units. Try to cut them down and stop them. I like this aggressive move by them. Really good move there. Really good move. Because why sit there and just let Macedon focus this front? Be aggressive. Try to get behind them. And they're definitely causing some issues for Macedon. Maybe even try to capture the gate, but I just don't think that's going to happen. The gate's really supporting here. I mean, this is like machine gun fire from these arrow towers, just racking up kills. Now we've got the mercenary Thracian warriors about to charge in. Beautiful charge. They're going to do a decent job here against these swordsmen. Very cool fight. And now they're holding on to that flank. Let's go back over here where Iceni is really struggling against this force. They had to deal with the elephants, which they didn't kill. They had to deal with Parthia's artillery, which has been picking at them and harassing them. It's been a very challenging task. Parthia is also pushing against the Seleucids. I would say Seleucids are doing a little bit better in terms of like numbers. Like they've got more troops. But Iceni's kind of struggling. And there's that archer fire support going after the thorax pikemen, trying to soften them up. They're positioned right here. There they go. Here comes another volley. Yep, that's exactly what they need to do. Use the archers, focus down the pikemen, and you're going to be looking good. We also have some Javies closing in, going after these pikes. So they're going to turn their backs. That might be risky. Archer fire. Okay, they're going to fall back. Get away from that archer fire. Here comes a charge of Seleucid legionaries against Galatian legionaries. The Battle of Legionaries. Alright, here comes more Seleucid legionaries. They're pushing hard. The defenders are pushing hard. They really want to control this street. Oh my god, that archer fire though. This is not good. Oh no. See, this is a good situation for Galatia. They're holding back 3 units with 1. And these Seleucid legionaries, it says they're losing, right? But they don't have to win. All they have to do is hold back 3 units and let these archers clean them up, which they already have 120 kills. Look at this. This is just ideal situation. Yes, thank you, Seleucids. Fall back. Don't clump up like that and make it easy for the Galatians. Galatia is defending the wall here with their infantry. Of course, we have some Eastern axemen trying to get to the Syrian archers. Oh, I'm sorry, these are Bithynian archers or something, but similar to Syrian archers. They look kind of. But yeah, they're trying to get to them, and good defense here by Galatia. They sent up another unit of swords. They got some naked warriors going in as well. Over in the center, they're holding back. Parthia is pushing up against the Iceni. Parthia, though, starting to run out of troops here a little bit. Starting to run out of troops, so he's got to play this smart. But I think Iceni's also running out as well. And look at Iceni. Oh, there goes that artillery. Oh, baby. Good shots. Let's see, where's that artillery at? Let's see, how many kills does this thing have? It says 93. Is that... Yeah, 93 kills with the artillery. Good shooting. Just ripping through the Iceni lines. But Iceni holds there. And back over this way, the Armenians are pushing. The Armenians are pushing against the Athenians. And they're making some headway. Now, I don't think Athens put up too much of a defense there, but this is a problem. If they break through, they're going to be able to support their Macedonian ally and push behind all these forces. Now, Lusitani and Athens did put up a good stand here. They're still holding this position, but this is disaster. This is not good. In fact, we have Lusitani's general, some noble warriors trying to fight and hold this rear. But here comes, oh, look at this. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Athens pushing up their pikemen. Oh, baby. Love that formation. Love it. That was really cool looking. The 2 pikes column like that. They're going to reform here. They need to do it quickly. Pikemen are a little glitchy. Yeah. Oh, boy. They're trying to reform. Oh, boy. Good move by the Armenians, the swordsmen here, just being aggressive, trying to kill them before they can properly set up the pikes. They're also getting shot by arrows by the troops in the back here. But Athens have sent up more reinforcements to secure this road. They're securing this road with their pikes. They're shifting over more infantry to secure the center. So Athens still has a decent amount of troops, and Lusitani also has a lot of troops kind of pushed out up here. So this is a really close game, guys. I mean, look at that balance of power. I mean, it's in favor of the attackers, but since the defenders are defending, I would say it's fairly even. Because usually you want the defenders to be a little bit behind in terms of the balance of power. Nice charge. Look at these cataphracts. Holy crap. They look so cool. But a nice charge right into the chosen swordsman. And Iceni should crumble here at any moment. I would just start throwing up more infantry. You got your general in there. You might as well get more up there. Overwhelm the Iceni. I don't think they can hold for much longer. Oh, pikemen have been spotted. Thorax pikemen from the Seleucids are moving over to help their ally. Let's see what they do here soon enough. Let's go back over to the center. Still a fight. Oof. Just look at all the dead here. Seleucid legionaries holding on to the street against the Parthian swordsmen. Back over here. It's looking pretty good for Galatia. We kind of have them outflanked a little bit, the Seleucids. But the Seleucids are, I think they're kind of running out of reinforcements. They've got, I like what Galatia did here. They pushed around like so with a unit of Galatian legionaries. I think they're looking for an opportunity to flank, kind of go that way maybe. But good job by the Seleucids to kind of be aware of that and to keep a unit of legionaries in reserve. But it's only a matter of time until this whole flank crashes and burns. Back over this way, wow. Seleucids pushing so hard. Look at that. Royal Peltus, the general, along with some pikemen, just slaughtered the elephants. The elephants are down to 3 with 475 kills. You gotta love seeing that. Elephants are just a mean machine. But yeah, this is a bold move by the Seleucids, pushing up like this and trying to take back the walls. I don't know. I don't know if they can do it because I think what they're going to do is probably shift the unit this way, help out, or you could go through around the walls, go that way, or that way, and try to get behind the Seleucids that have pushed up. We'll see how this plays out, though. And over this way, look at this. Galatia charged and failed against the Seleucid legionaries. Let's go to the fight on the other side, where the Athenians have fallen back their pikemen, taking a considerable amount of casualties from, of course, archer fire. They're down to 67 pikemen. The Armenians are charging in their general into the rear, going after the Athenian archers. Athens looks like they're kind of struggling here against this push. They're having a tough time trying to hold this position. It might be time, guys. Ooh, there's that rear charge from the general. It might be time for them to consolidate their forces and fall back to the town center, the capture point. It might be that time because I'm not really seeing it. It looks like Macedon broke through Lusitania, or maybe Lusitania fell back. Maybe that's what they did. But it's looking kind of rough for the defenders right now. It seems like the Armenians are making great progress. The Macedonians have plenty of reserves, and they inflicted a ton of damage. Over here, they're fighting the good fight. Lusitania's starting to run out of troops. Athens is trying to push up some Athenian marines against the royal guard here of the Armenians. They kind of have them surrounded a little bit. Macedon pushing against these mercenary veteran hoplites. We're trying to hold this flank, and over here they're desperately trying to hold with, what is this, Athenian marines. And we have the general of Lusitania trying to hold. But it's not looking great for the defenders. It's not looking good, so we'll see if they can pull off a miracle here and try to turn this one around. Pikemen are defending the inner streets. Okay, this is good. They're kind of charging into the pikes. Galatia. It's definitely going to lose a lot of men by doing that. I mean, this is pretty close fight here. I mean, both sides are pretty exhausted. Very exhausted, actually. Galatia is losing against the Seleucid general who pushed out. Look at the Seleucids even have archers in the outer walls. I think the Seleucids might hold on to this one. They've got to hurry up, though. We'll see. This is actually really good. If the Seleucids can win here, and hopefully Iceni can keep a couple troops alive, it's not looking great. I think the Seleucids need to push up some reinforcements over here. They're about to flank around, yeah. That's going to be bad. But if the Seleucids can kind of hold on here and win this fight, that's going to be a great sight for the defenders. They're going to be able to shift over all these reserves and get them over to this other battle. At this point of the fight, Athens and Lusitani, all they need to do is kill as many as possible. They don't have to win, right? They do not have to win. Just kill as many as possible so the Seleucids and Iceni, if they still have troops, can shift over and hopefully beat the victors of Macedon and Armenians. And look at these Marines are breaking these swordsmen. This is looking really... Actually, I don't know. This is looking like the defenders could potentially win this one. Now, Macedon is currently capturing the victory point, and I think that's why Athens is kind of converging their forces over here. They're taking another point over here. This is like a morale point. And the Seleucids are still in this fight, guys. They need to quickly hurry up and get to Iceni, save some of their troops for another time in the battle. They're trying. I think they're going to rush the generals over there. What a fight, though. I mean, both these sides just crashed into each other, and the Seleucids looking like they're coming out on top. I'm really surprised. That was a weak charge by the Royal Cataphracts. Let's go see how Athens is holding up here. Trying to recap. There we go. They actually probably neutralized it. Yeah, they neutralized it. They're holding on to this point, and they're waiting for reinforcements. So Athens has thorax swordsmen, thorax hoplites, and these other hoplites that I don't know how to pronounce. But they're holding this center, waiting for reinforcements. Over on this side, the Armenians still have a solid force of swords, and it looks like pikemen. Over on this front, Macedon still has some pikes. The Athenians are actually cleaning up these forces over here, along with Lusitani. But this is going to actually be... I don't know, the balance of power, I feel like it's lying to you. Like, I feel like it's lying to you guys. Look at that. Look at that balance. It looks terrible, but looking at what's left, I still think the defenders can win this one. Look at the Athenians just broke another unit. They should, honestly, what these troops should do is run down this way and go here. I think if they push this way, they're going to be trapped. They're going to be hit from here, here, and here. They should just run out of here and find a different way in. Now, Macedon is moving up some mercenary Thracian warriors, some swordsmen. They have officially defended this region now. Oh, actually, no. Parthia is still alive. Unfortunately, they weren't able to save Iceni's troops who were putting up that epic last stand. And here we go. They're pushing. They're gonna... Basically, what Galatia and Parthia is trying to do, in my opinion, is just slow down. I mean, really, they're trying to kill the Seleucids, but I think they're also trying to keep them away from the other fight. Because the longer that the Seleucids are over here, the more difficult it's going to be for them to come over and, you know, support. You know, it's just, this is a losing battle for Athens, and they desperately need support. Here comes these swordsmen. This is not a good sight. Galatia's pushing for the flank of these pikemen. These pikes are trying to reform. And look at the Parthians pushing through. This isn't good. Thanks to Athens sending, oh, I'm sorry, Macedon for sending over reinforcements to help the Parthians and Galatians. They might now kill the Seleucids. They got them right where they want them, surrounded. So good job by Macedon. Good teamwork. Seleucid's trying to hold on here for dear life. Trying to defend the flank of his pikemen. Parthia's pushed behind enemy lines. Seleucids are breaking here. The general trying to hold on. Oh, these pikemen are breaking. That's a terrible sight. And I think with that maneuver there, the attackers have secured this victory. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I felt that the defenders could have done something there. It still would have been an uphill battle. It still would have been very difficult for them to win based on what was left of the attacking army. I just think it could have been somewhat possible if they were able to establish a nice defensive perimeter in this area. You know, like let's say that the Seleucids were able to quickly crush what's left of the defenders. They could send over troops, have pikemen set up, extra infantry, just holding this position. Still, even if they were in that position holding this, they still could have easily have lost, but it would have been closer for sure. But yeah, this is obviously going to be an attacking victory. Good teamwork from the attackers, good use of this hill, good assaults, good attacks, well-timed attacks. It was really enjoyable to see that, and good job from the defenders as well. They did the best they could. This is a tough one to defend. This is a tough settlement to defend, honestly. Mostly because of this area. It's like you can't even use the walls here because the archers will just chew you up. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this battle here. We're gonna look at the results here and just see kind of the key units who won this battle. We'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit too, just so we can carry on here. We're just watching the last. There we go. Costly victory, but a victory nonetheless. Let's look at the results. All right, Ellington going as Macedon. So Ellington getting 2,400 kills. We have Leo going as the Armenians, getting 2,700 kills. Sergeant Joe, who has both Ellington. Let me just give a little shout out here. Both Ellington and Joe have YouTube channels. I have them linked in the video description. They do a lot of Rome too. They're very good players. But yeah, Joe getting 2,300 kills and Beastmaster with 2,800 kills. Over on the other side, we have Poopy Man playing as the Seleucids. He's a good player with 2,300. But unfortunately, the other teammates here, Athens getting 1,800. Iceni 1,500. It's a really bad kill D, but he did the best he could. But yeah, that was a good fight. That was really enjoyable. If we look at kills, let's see. Beastmaster with 501 with his elephants. Good job with the archers and infantry. Joe, let's see. A lot of good kills with the swordsman. Look at it, 312, 316. Amazing. So, yeah, those are the kills, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fight. It was a lot of fun. Another epic siege battle done, but there will be many more in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.